I'm still cooking over there. Daja, Daja. Thank you, thank you. Ice cream.
Oh no.
Only a little.
Right.
So pity.
Mother.
You like? You like cinnamon?
Stop.
Okay.
Mmm.
Finally. Eat a lot.
Okay.
出しようと思う。This is the ice plate.
うん
You can- You like? 美味しい。 Go, dry your hair.
Won't you put it in there, take it out?これはいかがな？
ホタテスケール。 食べましょう。はい、いただきます。はい、どうぞ。うん。